everyone, and welcome to this week's video here on Sam's Crafty Castle. Today I'm here to share this card I made for two very good friends of mine. One I made ahead of time, one I made on this video. And I just want to start out by saying the framing's a little off on this video. I was having one of those days where everything I tried to do wasn't working for me. I debated uploading this video and finally decided, you know what, we all have those days where we sit down to make something and it doesn't quite go our way, and I decided to upload this anyway, and you can join along in that with me. I made the sample card, and this card comes out nothing like the sample, but it still comes out good, and I can still talk about what I did. So first up we have the supplies, and we have a pre-cut card base from GK Designs, and this is the Plum punch color that I scored and folded, and I have a video coming up eventually with more on those. And then I have this black piece and then the white piece. The white piece is cut to 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and then the black piece is just a little bit bigger than that. I didn't measure it the way I should have. I want to say it's either a 1/16 of an inch bigger or an 1/8 of an inch bigger, but I'm not totally sure on that. And then I will have some foam tape, and then a Versamark Cube. I prefer to use the cubes over the big pads, but you can use whichever one you like better. I do have both. Just for video, it was easier to grab the cube than it was to grab the big pad. I have 3 colors of GK Designs ink. I have the GK Designs Plum Punch, Wild Lilac, and Edible Eggplant. And apparently I'm going to put it down upside down too. And then I have the Lettered and Lovely, embossing powder first. I have the Midnight Madness embossing powder from Sparkle and Sprinkle. If you haven't checked out Sparkle and Sprinkle's embossing powder, I really recommend it. It's great. I have many colors and it's awesome, and you should definitely go check them out. And then I have the Lettered and Lovely stamp set, which is made by GK Designs, but the girl who gets the blue card in the future after I film this video is actually the girl who designed that stamp set, so that's kind of cool. And then I have 3 sponge daubers. I use the little round black ones just because that's what I had. I've been using those for most of my GK inks for the most part, but you can use the Tim Holtz circle blenders, you could use stencil brushes, you could use the jumbo sponge daubers, you could, I don't know, you could use anything that'll blend ink, you can use it. And now let's get started. So I'm going to start with my 3 colors. I'm going to start with my darkest color at the top and work my way down. This is one of those things that goes wrong in this video. I did not test this color combination before I filmed the video. I was so convinced it was going to work, and even when I questioned myself after I pulled the inks out, I still didn't test it, and you'll see my blend is not perfect. I still like the way it comes out though, so that's kind of why I left it. It looks like a really cool, like, stormy night sky when it's done. And so I left it, but yeah. If you're a person who sometimes has trouble picking colors and deciding if a blend is going to work, one of the things I suggest is test your blend. More so than I did. So I tested just off the side on my paper mat here. You can grab a scrap paper and test it, which is what I usually do when I'm not in my studio, because my regular craft area, aka my kitchen table, doesn't have the paper mat. I have a non-stick mat there where I have the paper mats in here, and that one I just grab a scrap paper. I always keep some white little sheets off to the side, and I just will test on there. This time I do test it twice, and apparently I still think it works for some odd reason, but what you gonna do about it now? So yeah, that's what I suggest if you are a person who has trouble coming up with colors. If you're not sure and you think it might work, just give it a go, see what happens. You're not going to hurt anything by trying. The one tip I do have is if you're doing multiple colors of ink blending, always go in rainbow order, but this time we're doing a single color gradient, so that part's not as important. And So once I get going here and finish my testing off to this side, I'm going to start with my darkest color at the top and go down to my lightest color. I sped this up because it takes me forever otherwise. So I start with the edible eggplant, blend into the plum punch, and then blend into the wild lilac. And the wild lilac part is where everything goes wrong, and it just doesn't look very well. Very good when it's done. But like I said, it's still passable. I'm still happy with it. I heard back from the girl who got this purple card, and she told me she loved it. So apparently it was, you know, good enough to pass for something very nice. So yeah, so I start with the darkest color, then I go into the plum punch, which you're seeing right now, and then I blend that in, and you'll see I hit some crazy lines. This doesn't blend together the way I want it to, and the blue one went together perfectly, and I was so ready for the purple one, and purple one was just like, nope. So sometimes it happens. Sometimes things don't work out the way you planned them to, and this is one of those times, and I'm about to add the wild lilac and make it way worse than it is right now. But you know what? I do actually really like those two purples together. So there we go. There's the wild lilac getting mixed in there. Let's mix it up, I guess. So then as I finish this up, there's actually a little bit more after this, so I'm just going to go back to further steps here. I'm going to start getting ready to emboss on it, and I will see you back when we're ready for that step. Alright, so it's embossing time. I do the embossing off screen because my filming area is not set up. I don't have enough plugs there to be able to do the embossing at that spot. So, oh well. But I'm going to walk you through it right now. So I take the bottom stamp from the corner there, and then I have the little stars that go in the corner. I stamp it with my Versamark, and then I emboss it with the Midnight Madness embossing powder, which is really nice and black and sparkly and pretty and cool. I will remind you all to make sure you use your embossing buddy to do your embossing before you emboss on your card, because then you end up with mess and then you have to double stamp. And yeah, the embossing did not go my way on this card either, but it comes out so sparkly and pretty. You can see all the blobbies in the corner, and yeah, this was not my card, you guys. So it happens though. I know you've all been there, so I know you all understand, and life is good. And then I just take some foam tape and put it along the back. This is another thing that's different, for two things actually that are different from the blue card that I liked better on the blue card versus this one. On the blue card, I made the panel a little bit smaller, and so you could see more of the blue lagoon, which is the card base on that one, showing in the background compared to this one that mostly shows the panel. And on that one, I also did not foam tape down the blended piece. I only foam taped down the black piece with the blended piece on top. And I kind of wish I would have done that with this one. I thought I'd try it with doing the 2 layers of foam tape, and I did not. Was not a fan. So as I finish putting this all together here, I'm just going to sign off and say with a couple housekeeping things. So technically, I'm on my summer break because I pick up some extra volunteer work and stuff in the summers, and things get crazy. So I'm trying to get a couple of videos filmed for you guys and edited, and voiceovers recorded, and blog posts written, and things so that hopefully I can still kind of be around during the summer. But my schedule right now is going to still be very much, if I have time and if I have something to post, I will post something, but I'm not going, which you've probably already seen, I've kind of already adapted to that schedule a little bit. But yeah, as I have time, I'll post stuff. I'm hoping to not disappear entirely, but just if I like go missing for a few days to a few weeks at a time, I've just got summer busy. So that's my little housekeeping update. And like I said, I want to still be able to post every once in a while and do videos and stuff. I have a few videos filmed and things ready to go for this time. I just have to get them edited and everything in the next couple weeks, hopefully. I will have them almost all ready to go. So, I'm going to sign off now since we're almost done here, and I'd like to say thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I will see you in about 2 weeks with, I think, an unboxing video, if I can get it filmed. And thank you so much for watching, and have a crafty day!